Hi, this is Sue for Parkies and Me, My Journey with Parkinson's. Now, recently I had a podcast about the importance of connections. At any stage of this journey, I think you need people around you to support you. And so I did that, and then a few days later I've done a big blog post about culling my Facebook friends. So, given that I've been talking about the importance of connections, culling my list of friends may seem counterintuitive, may seem strange. But I sat and I looked at those names one by one and I thought, have I seen them since I've been retired? Often the answer was no. Have they been in contact with me since I retired? Often the answer is no. Have I had Facebook contact? Have they messaged me on Facebook? Often the answer was no. And it's not just about Facebook, but that is a big part of what I'm going to talk about. So I've culled these friends from Facebook because of the reasons that I've just stated. And I think we have all gotten quite lazy now that we have social media at our fingertips. So everybody that knows me, all of my Facebook friends, all of my family, anyone that knows me knows what I've been going through lately. They know that I've had significant pain. They know that I'm waiting for an operation. They know that I've had a lot that I've had to cope with. So I've put a few things on Facebook and on my blog posts about how hard life has been, not just for myself, but also for my husband. And when I put a post up, I'll get people sort of doing emojis back to me, like sending me a hug, sending me a heart, sending me a thumbs up if they like a post. But I don't need emojis. Emojis do nothing. They're a quick, slick way of responding that takes nanoseconds of your time and effort. And, I need someone real to come and give me a hug sometimes. And, my husband is mostly the guy that does that for me. But maybe sometimes he needs a hug. Maybe I need a hug from a friend or my cousin who has begrudgingly become a hugger. She never was a hugger before, she tells me. So I insist on being hugged by people I love. There's no getting out of it. I need a hug. So yeah, we rely too much on these emojis these days, and I don't think it's healthy. It takes away the actual people connection, the seeing each other in person. So I'm going to talk now about an incident with my brother many, many years ago, and I don't know whether I've ever told many people about it. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I had a diagnosis of cancer, cervical cancer, and I was on my own with my children. And I rang my oldest brother, and he lived in a small country town, several hours away driving. And so I rang him and I told him my story about how I'd had a smear test and was having to go into hospital, and I was scared. So I felt a little bit better from having talked to him because I didn't have anybody else in my life at that stage. Several hours later, there was a knock at the door, and I opened it, and there he was, with a bottle of gin in his hand, a bottle of tonic under his arm. In the other, he held a huge bucket of KFC chicken. When he was able to put those down, he gave me the biggest hug. And there's nothing quite like your big brother putting his arms around you and giving you a hug in those circumstances. I will never forget what that meant to me. And I don't know if I ever said, thank you. Thank you, big brother. You gave me exactly what I needed when I needed it. Sorry, this is an emotional memory for me. But I've always said that I will be real in everything I put out there, in my blog posts and in my podcasts. This has got me emotional because it was so, so important to me that he gave me that gift not just of the gin and tonic and the KFC, but a shoulder to cry on, quite literally, and a big bear hug. It was just what I needed. So, brother, you know who you are, and I thank you, and I love you so much for having done that for me. So relying on emojis, you can't always get what you need out of social media. I think it's too easy to just put a like or put a thumbs up or put a heart, put a hug emoji up. But if you can, go to that person, give them a hug in person, give them a shoulder to cry on if that's what they need. Give them the opportunity to talk through what they're feeling, what they're thinking, what they need. It's all very well putting those emojis in, but nothing beats the person to person. So yeah, I culled my Facebook friends a couple of days ago because they were the people that I felt I couldn't rely on. That I felt, whether it's because it's the busyness of their own lives or for any reasons, they're people that I hadn't heard from. They're people that I would think, if I need help to go to hospital, if I hit the wall and I'm scared and I need somebody with me, would they be there for me? And for those I culled, I did not have confidence that they would be there for me. So yes, it's important to grow your network. It's important to have your support system in place. But if you're only going to go on numbers, like some people have a couple of hundred Facebook friends, if you've got five reliable real friends, that means much more than any collection of Facebook friends who will just hit a couple of keys and show that they care for you by sticking an emoji on a comment on your blog. We all need people in this life, and I'm no exception. So yes, I've culled my friend list, and I still like the people that I might have taken off. I would be happy to see them if they decided to turn up and have a coffee with me. But at this stage, with all I have to deal with, I need people that I can really count on. The strangest thing is, some of the people that I culled, I had worked with for about 11 years in my previous job. We moved here to Kaiapoi in North Canterbury, and I started playing bowls just before I retired. And so I had a few months where I was playing bowls with a group of ladies that I developed a friendship with. Now, since I've had my issues with my back, I haven't been able to go to bowls. And that's been heartbreaking for me, because I was loving life, loving retirement, loving playing bowls, loving being with these ladies who are all absolutely wonderful. And then I had this issue, and I was talking to my friend who has the same name as me, and she said, look, we'll come and pick you up. You can come and watch and have a natter on a Tuesday morning. It's very casual. It's only us ladies, and we'd love you to come and join us. And so for months, her and a couple of others have picked me up to bring me to bowls so that I can be with the people that I've started having this friendship with. And it means the world to me. And they give me real hugs. And they're there for me. People that I have not even known 11 months compared to people I've known for 11 years. I feel I have more of a real friendship than I ever had with some other people that used to be my Facebook friends. So in this life with Parkinson's, we need a support network, but we need them to be real, available, and someone we can rely on. It pains me to think that people I've known for 11 years have not for whatever reason, been in contact. And yet these bowling friends of mine have given me more in the way of support and the short time that I've known them than a lot of my previous friends. So a big thank you to all those out there that support us with Parkinson's, that physically are there for us, that aren't just people that click a button and put a cutesy emoji up to show that they care. It's just not doing it for me, I'm afraid. This has been Sue, a little bit emotional today, for Parkies and me, my journey with Parkinson's. I hope you'll join me on that road, and I hope for all of you that you have a hugging person in your life that you can rely on for real life hugs, not emojis. Kia kaha, be strong, be brave, be you.